Sorry about that. But nah, that's funny. Glad I'm muted. I'm glad I was muted because I didn't even say anything worthwhile. Anyway, what's up? What is up? So I was sitting back. I was just sitting back chilling, you know what I mean? Relaxing. I was like, it's Friday. RGT, you know what I'm saying? It's the day. Usually I do RGT. I didn't even bother hitting up Red Hood today. I didn't even bother. I didn't even bother. Because after what I just read, I was like, bro, I swear, man. It's like every time I say something on this channel, granted if it's in a video, or granted, granted, whether it's on the show or just in general, bro. Every time your boy says something in regards to the future, it ends up coming true in some capacity. Granted, this isn't even about strictly Last of Us Part 2 and a remaster or remake, whatever the hell they're going to call it. Again, it says remaster. Either way, PlayStation guys are probably more than likely, 90% chance are more than likely paying $70 for either or. So I don't know why I'm seeing this going around. Like, guys, it's a remaster. Odds are it's going to be cheap. Listen. Was Last of Us remastered cheap? Or was it damn near full price? They only took $10 off at it because it literally came out, the remaster came out like a year after release. This game is going to be $70. It's been longer than a year since Last of Us Part 2. You're going to be paying $70 for that. Now, granted. What's up, Hustle? What's up, everybody? I see you, Blaze. I see you guys. What's up? Yes, I always see something slick. Keep that chin sharp. Oh, snap. I'm on my show, my bad. But going back to this for a second here, because, this is going to probably be like I'm not even going to base like a whole lot on this because it's hilarious. But I don't know, man. I just feel like Last of Us has really been given like the short end of the stick in terms of just being, in terms of PR and just what's going on in terms of drama. This game has literally, it can't catch a break. We got the TV show. The TV show had done really well. Granted, some characters were changed to an extent, but we not really hear about that. But it just feels like there's no excitement going into Part 3. Now, I'm not excited for Part 3 after Part 2. I'm not excited. But let me tell you, man. You know what I'm really not excited for? To replay through Last of Us Part 2. And you know what would have been cool? On some real talk. You know what would have been cool? If they didn't even announce this. Like if this wasn't even a thing that was just going around. If it would have just been the original factions. Hey, we can't give you factions 2. So hey, let's give you the original factions. But let's build upon it. Dodge mechanics. New animations. Let's just give you that until we think of an actual solution for Last of Us Factions 2. Last of Us Factions 2 is officially on ice. There is nothing for factions. There isn't a single update on factions in terms of what you want to hear. There is nothing to look forward to. Why? Because they can't monetize the game. They can't think of a way to get more money out of you, the consumer, with this game when it comes to microtransactions or just the overall play system. Granted, there are a lot of ways to go about it. A lot of ways. But bruh, this is what we're at right now. Going into 2024. Factions, man. Listen, I love factions. And I loved it for its bare bone natures when we first got the game. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. It was great because it felt like ahead of its time for that point because games were linear. But now things have gotten to the point where you got to go a little above and beyond. And when you have a world like Last of Us, which is set in modern time, mind you, right? Military weapons, stuff like that around. It's been hit by a plague. You got the clickers and runners. There's so many ideas that should immediately come to your mind in terms of pushing this for multiplayer modes if you really are out of ideas. I'm not talking about simple supply raid. Supply raid was cool, right? That was cool. But there's so many other things you can do with this world. And I just feel like the plot has been lost with Last of Us. Granted, I get they want to subvert expectations with the story mode. Ironically, the story mode is not really the main thing that, well, it was, but the story mode is not single-handedly the only thing that's keeping Last of Us or has kept Last of Us on that pedestal. It had a great multiplayer on top of it. The fact that you can't think of anything to monetize or come up with some ideas to make this game great, it really speaks volumes to me. Now, this is Neil Druckmann's game. It's Neil Druckmann's. I don't know how the process is going on over there at Naughty Dog. I don't. But what I can say is what I've seen. Or I can go off of what we've seen before. That's a proper wording. And what we've seen before is a studio that is so primarily focused on just, I don't want to say catering, but they're so focused on just pushing their own vision on you rather than just giving you what you want. Now, again, it would have been different. Let's say they said Last of Us 2 Remake had some additional feature like, I don't know, a way to tell an Elseworld type of story. For example, a new choice system in the game. See, that would be worth $70. Hey, you can make choices in the game to decide who is going to be what. You can avoid X amount of endings. You can make your own particular story. But, of course, you can't do that. You can't do it. You can't do it at all. It is hilarious to me, though. That is what it's come down to. If Reddit wants jumping, I get him in a minute. I just want life, Delta. But this whole thing was just funny to me. I was like, dog, I was sitting there watching this. I was like reading the comments. Bro, the comments in regards to the announcement is hilarious. It's so 50-50. In fact, let me go on my Twitter timeline here. It's hilarious how it is, how it's become. Let me see here. Oh, wow. Hold on a second. Oh, shit. What'd he say? Okay. Hold on. My phone's going off. It's probably Red Hood. Hold on. Oh, no, it's Cassie. She sent me a picture of her chin. Cassie, keep that on the low. What's wrong with you? No, I'm playing. A little alert on my phone. All right. So, how do I tackle this, man? How do I tackle this? Real talk, I'm not even trying to be mad because I'm not mad about any of this news. And I think that's where a little bit of a split is going on between the community and yours, really. Like, a lot of people like, oh, Big Cloud, you've been getting mad at PlayStation lately. You haven't been super jolly. Well, it's hard to be jolly about stuff I don't care for. It is. Foam Stars does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. This does nothing for me. Last of Us Remaster for Part 2 does nothing for me. Hell, even a Last of Us Part 1 remake with no factions does nothing for me. It's hard for me to get excited from Naughty Dog when they're not doing anything that's clicking with me. Spider-Man 2 is like the only thing that's on my mind, and that comes out in 14 days. After that, there is nothing else to really be hyped out, or hyped for me at least. All the other stuff that was labeled for this year has been pushed into 2024. And we don't know what else is coming out in 2024. Maybe we'll get an update for Demon Souls. Or not Demon Souls. Blue Point Games. Maybe we'll get an update for them. Maybe we'll get something like that, in next year. Concord, or whatever the hell that game was called. Maybe we'll see what's up in 2024. Maybe we'll get something. But again, it's all wishful thinking. There's no roadmap for PlayStation. And, and you throw this out together and you just see how, I don't know. I don't even want to say people are gullible, but I really do feel like people are just so gullible. They're so quick to just accept everything. They don't really look at the situation as this. They think just because you call out something, you have a problem with the company overall. I have no problem with the company overall. Yeah, there's a difference in terms of how they're going about it in terms of focus, but the tone-deaf nature of this is really what's hurting everybody. It really is. I'm willing to bet, real talk, and this goes back to what I said. By the time Factions 2 does eventually drop, you're probably going to see a bundle for Last of Us Part 2 and Factions 2 or something. You're going to see a crazy bundle just to try to get even more money out of you, have like an Ultimate Edition. I can already see it happening. I can already see it. That probably was already on the line, like on the pipeline for the longest time, them having some kind of bundle thing. But again, as of right now, that's probably put on ice for quite some time. We don't know how long Factions 2 is going to be away. We don't know how long it's going to take. The contractors that they hired for the game have been let go. We don't know if they're going to go and just like scrap this all together. We don't know. It's a 50-50 chance that you might not get Factions at all. So that brings me back to what we said prior, or what I said prior for Last of Us Part 1. Where was this disconnect with, like, what happened? Like, why is there such a disconnect with the PlayStation community? I said this when we first started critiquing Last of Us Part 1. Dude's like, oh, it looks good. It looks good. That's all that matters. Last of Us Part 1 looks good. Doesn't need factions because, you know, nobody really cared about factions. Yeah, here we are. And you same people who said that are upset because factions not coming out. This is going to show that people need to stop. Need to stop trying to play superheroes. Stop trying to be Superman in these comment sections. Stop that. Especially Twitter. Stop it. We don't need that. We don't need... Listen, Naughty Dog is accomplished developer. They don't need a hero. They're fine. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a studio that's going under. This studio is fine. They got all the talent in the world. The problem with Naughty Dog, they need the feedback, and it's up to us to give them the feedback. That's all. If you're not willing to give Naughty Dog the feedback to lead to a betterment for the studio, we're not getting anything in the long run. This studio is just going to stop. Like, seriously. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how bad this has become. It's crazy. I'm more shocked by this as I read, as I see this. I'm more and more shocked by the day because it's like, dog, this is what we're hyped for. This is what we got paid $80 a year for to play in first party. And don't get me started what we just got from Modern Warfare 3. I'll get into that in a second. That was one of the funniest reactions I've seen in a long time. But hold up. Faded Blaze with $2 super chat. Appreciate you. This just tells me that Naughty Dog is creatively bankrupt. Real talk, I don't even know if it's the fact that they're creative bankrupt or it's just the fact that they're like, hey, let's squeeze every little thing out of this game that we possibly can in regards to the TV show. Because, you know, a lot of people are bringing that up, the TV show. This is more likely going to drop with season 2 of the TV show. I don't know how this is going to help the TV show. I really, really don't. Yeah, it might sell a little bit more. It might definitely sell a few more. But I don't see that being the case for a lot of us. Yeah, I don't see it being the case. Are they going to have another collector's edition? Like, are they going to do another collector's edition like they did with Last of Us Part 1? Y'all remember that, the little collector's edition? And then they didn't properly package it? Are we going to have another creative blunder like that? Maybe. I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put it past them whatsoever. Rob Jones has been a channel member for 11 months. I appreciate it. So thanks, Biff, for always keeping 100. Oh, bro, it's in my DNA. It's in my DNA, brother. It's in my DNA. I can't. Listen, if Microsoft does better, PlayStation, you know, puts more effort into their studios. If PlayStation does better, Microsoft, see how it's supposed to be is Microsoft puts more effort into their studios if PlayStation is putting more effort into theirs. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a synergy going on. It's supposed to be a give and take type of thing. It has not been that way for quite some time. It's been very one-sided for Xbox versus PlayStation for a while. Hopefully things get better. And I'm seeing things change, and internally things are changing, but we haven't seen the results. And again, like I said in that video we did the other day, or yesterday, you know, it's all about what you've done for me lately. And there hasn't been really anything. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll hopefully get something. We will hopefully get something. But as far as Naughty Dog is concerned, I'm gonna make this point loud and clear, because a lot of people just think there's like some kind of agenda. There's no agenda. There's really no agenda. In fact, from this day forward, I'm probably not even going to complain anymore. Nah, you're going to see Big Cloud turn into happy-go-lucky Big Cloud. That's right. Big Cloud's going to have a big smile on his face in every one of his videos. Every news is positive news. Why? Because, you know, when PlayStation does it, PlayStation good. When Xbox does it, Xbox bad. So I'll tell you what, that's what we're going to do. Sound good? PlayStation good, Xbox bad. Everything PlayStation announces is good. Hey, what's that game called? Sleepy Walk? What was that game called when the dude was walking? That's top tier, right? That's top tier. Hey, you know what? That's a top tier game worth that's worth $70. Matter of fact, that's worth $80. Forget $70. It's $80. That's what it's come down to. Oh, Jesus. This is what's going on, bro. This is how bad things have gotten. It's sad. Oh, God. I never thought I'd see so many grown-ass men upset over opinions over the internet, or in this case, the facts on the internet. Listen, just because Sony has a bad year does not take away what Sony has done this year at all. But it definitely leaves a blemish on their record. That's all it is. You can ask any logical person in this industry, they will tell you flat out. There's going to be those droughts within the years. Absolutely. This, unfortunately, is one of those times. This is not much. It's just not it. It's just not much. Now, the icing on the cake that makes everything worse is the fact that you're getting the same game repackaged over and over and over again. That's the problem. And hopefully things get better. But right now, I just don't see the hype. I really don't. I don't see the hype. I don't see the excitement from PlayStation. When it comes to Naughty Dog, I just don't see it. And it just further cements what I said about my tier list, man. Naughty Dog is great and will always be great, but they gotta work their way back up the tier list. Right now, they have fallen below the tier list. Right now, the tier list, like, would I put them top 3? Not the PlayStation Studios. Would I put them top 3 of what we've been getting so far? You can still put them top 3, if not top 4. That's what Naughty Dog will be. Naughty Dog will be probably 4th on the list. I would say Sucker Punch with Ghost of Tsushima delivered better than Naughty Dog as of late. I would take Ghost of Tsushima Part 2, period, in 2024 over anything Last of Us right now. So, personally, my tier list is Insomniac Games, it is Sony Santa Monica, it is Sucker Punch, and, of course, Naughty Dog. There you go. That's my PlayStation tier list. They have a lot of work to do, man. They have a lot of work to do. This whole repackaging the same game is crazy. And anybody just trying to damage control it, hey, go right ahead and damage control it, man. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here. I'm not here to argue with no one. I'm just here to share my opinion on stuff, and I'm gonna continue to do so. But at the same time, it's like, bro, this is where it's come down to. Sheesh. What's next? That is really, really bad. Severin Evans, member for 16 months. Appreciate you. Says PlayStation itself seems uninspired lately. Remakes, remasters are fine for older games. But other than that, you get sequels, which fine, but not as exciting as something new. Nothing there, really. And this is true. This is absolutely true. Like, if Naughty Dog really wanted to pull on your heartstrings, a remake, really, I would just say remake. Jak and Daxter would have been the perfect time to do this. I can't tell you how many tweets I have seen on Twitter today in regards to Jak and Daxter. The demand is there. People want that. Seriously. People want Jak and Daxter. This is the time to do it. Where's the Jak and Daxter? Where's the attempt to bring that back? I'm just saying, people want that stuff. Where is Jak and Daxter? We're not getting it. There's no talks of Jak and Daxter. And I would have loved to see their new take on Jak and Daxter. I mean, come on. Naughty Dog has come a long way. Their attention to detail, graphics, visuals, all that stuff has been top tier. This would have been the opportunity to revise that in a different way. That would have been amazing. I would have been on board with it, but we're not getting that. Now, again, will it change? Maybe. Am I convinced that it will? No. No, I'm not convinced that it will, but hopefully it will change and we will get more. But right now, it's embarrassing. You know, it's a waste of their talent. It's a waste of our time to see this studio stuck on one or two of the same games and just recycle them on a yearly basis or on a 2-year basis. It's nothing else new in this. Hell, even part 3. Part 3, they said we haven't ruled out part 3, but we haven't thought about part 3. It's like, Neil, then why are we repackaging part 2? You know damn well you're doing part 3. Come on, man. You're not fooling nobody. We know what you're doing. You want to get as much out of Last of Us and inflate those numbers as much as you can. That's all it is. It's all about inflating those numbers. You want to inflate those numbers as much as you can. You want to sit here and have that be your go-to. And then that's going to be the way you go about it. And again, and it's fine. You can do that. But man, the tone deaf nature behind this announcement, the tone deaf approach to the community, people are fed up. They are absolutely fed up, and I feel for them. I absolutely feel for them. Let's move away from this for a second here. Oh my God. The Sony hack. Oh, BitCloud is fake. It's fake news. No way, that's real. It's been confirmed. The Sony hack is not in regards to us. So everybody who changed their passwords or took their credit cards off, we're good. It's not in regards to us. It's actually in regards to PlayStation's employees. Their information got pretty much stolen. So this is pretty much up there for what happened with at E3 where they got doxxed. Their information got doxxed. It's the exact same thing. Only this person stole it and was trying to sell it, and probably did already sell it. A part of me is relieved that it's not as dire for the PlayStation consumer, but at the same time, it's hard for me to be like, yo, this is great. No, it's bad. The fact that the people behind who are these experiences are their information got out there, it's not good, man. Sony has a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work to do. And hopefully we get back on a better track. Hopefully. I hope to God we get back on a better track. Right now, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. This is this is crazy, man. I don't even know, like, I mean, okay, we know how they got in. They like hacked this. No, they did something with the server. They found a back door in the server and got in. But still, imagine if it was it could have been a lot worse. Sony needs to really be on top of their game. It's crazy. Let me do this real quick. One second. How do I make this screen bigger? There you go. Let me pop my chat out. Yeah, that's a lot better. Sorry about that. I can barely see my chat. Alrighty. But yeah, no, it's bad, man. It's really, really bad in that regards. Now, they can bounce back from this, absolutely, but they definitely gotta be more tighter on their handling of people's info. That's for sure. There was the situation in regards to the PlayStation Portal. Now, a lot of people are hyping up the PlayStation Portal now, like, hey, it's sold out in Japan. Well, this is Japan, and Japan loves handhelds. They love portables. Number one. Number two, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are probably confused by this device. That's another thing. They don't even know that this particular device, you cannot play anything natively on the handheld. It is strictly stream-based. You can't download your game stores. I'm not knocking the success. It could very well do well, but still, I'm throwing out what is the possibility here and what exactly is happening. We'll see how it is. It is going to be funny to see how people reactions are. I've seen a few people talk about this, especially when they got it early and they were testing it. And the criticisms, like, you can tell who was afraid to say what they wanted to say versus who did not care and just said what else, like just said flat out what needed to be said. And it's going to be interesting to see that divide when the handheld actually drops and everybody has it in their hands. But as far as that PlayStation Portal is concerned, yeah, you can miss me on that. Not being negative, I'm just saying it's not for me. That's all. It's not for me. Let's get to this is funny real quick. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Matter of fact, where in God's name is my screen? I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. That is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. I was not expecting to be that bad. I was expecting a little bit more out of this. But then again, it's Call of Duty. You know, Resigns in the chat, so he'll tell you that Native, our friend Native, was like, yo, or Blaze probably buying it too. But he's like, I'm not buying this. This joint looks terrible. And then as soon as he As soon as he sees the damn joint, I was like, bro, I can't. I can't, bro. Where's the trailer? Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Let me mute this. Bro, I have never seen a community so split on a game in a long, long time. Holy hell. I don't know if you guys seen the like to dislike ratio, but you can actually still see that to this day. Let me switch this to me. Let me see. There we go. Look at it. Let's take a look at this trailer. I'm gonna mute the sound, but look at the likes to dislike ratio. You got over 10,000. You got 10,000 likes, and you got flat out 10,000 dislikes. This game has officially been ratioed. It's getting ratioed into oblivion right now. Ouch. Here's the actual trailer. Let's take a look at it. Make sure it's 4K. This is what, maybe I can turn on a little bit. There you go. Turn up a tad. And there's that too. There is that too, Cass. Yo, Cass, you want to pull out? Let me know. But there is that too. We don't know how many were actually done. Is it no audio in the joint? I can hear it, but that's because my headset is like really, really good. I have like super, super low void copyright thing. Let me just mute it all together. But this is their take on zombies. Zombies is in Warzone. This sounds great on paper. And like this is their first attempt at zombies in Warzone. Now Warzone, I could never get into Warzone. You know, shout out to those who play it. I never could get into it. It's like it's too much for me. Maybe because the map is just too big and it's just a COD community. Nobody likes to move. But I could never really get into Warzone. That game mode always brought out the worst. But this is what dudes waiting for. Look, they got the, what is that? Was that supposed to be Ghost Rider's motorcycle? Maybe inspired by it. They got custom motorcycles in this joint. They now got boss monsters, legit boss monsters. This is what they done. Now, I was looking at the gameplay. The gameplay had me laughing my ass off in regards to this. They got ghosts. The gameplay had me laughing because if you guys look at the main menu hub, it's literally the exact same hub from what we got in the last one. They legit, it's a carbon copy of the same hub. In fact, who has it? I saw a video for it. Which one was it? Was it this one? It's literally a carbon copy. He's playing Warzone, though. Yeah, nah. Crap. All right, well. Might out later. But it's like, yo, that's what it's come down to. It's like, yo, where's the creativity? Where is it? Where is the creativity? Let me go back to one here. Where is it? Back to my chat here. You gotta make my room a little brighter. But I don't know, man. It's hard to get excited, bro. It's hard to get excited. Maybe I just been away from it. I don't know. Maybe just nothing clicks. I just don't know. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it. The biggest thing that I saw in terms of improvement with this one was the fact that dead silence was thrown into the game. That's it. So they gave you dead silence. So you can actually run around and actually hear people. Give it a few weeks. Ain't nobody going to be moving in that game with that perk now available. It's basically DMZ with zombies, essentially. I don't see the issue, low-key. Get y'all hate. Call Danny. That's fun. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you like Call of Duty, you like it. You'll like it. Enjoy it. But me, I can't. DMZ, I just can't. I can't get into DMZ. I especially can't get into Warzone altogether. I prefer the more condensed, well, not really condensed, but I would like a lot of even the maps we had back in the day, right? Those maps, you could still fit more than 6 players in here. And that's where when you did like, when you had like Ground War, it was always a party, it felt like, back in the day in Call of Duty with those maps. Because they fit both play styles, you know what I mean? They fit the 6v6 and the 10v10. That honestly should just still be the thing for Call of Duty. Go back to that, personally. Give us that old school feel. Now, odds are we're not going to get that. It's a new era, and I've accepted it, and I'm not really going to be like trying to fight that or anything of that nature. But I do feel that's a missed opportunity, like a golden missed opportunity. And it's like, damn, this is where it's come down to. But again, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. Leaks are coming out for Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I know there's some weirdos that was spoiling Spider-Man 2. Basically, they were trying to do a Last of Us Part 2. The funny thing about the Last of Us 2 leaks, if we're going to keep it a buck here in the chat, even the dudes that was spreading around the Last of Us leaks, they didn't even do anything, believe it or not. Like, their spreading of the leaks was nothing compared to what the guy did, like, who actually worked on the game. What was it, the contractor who was upset? The guy who leaked it all, like, this man went to the extreme. He put it on Reddit. Once it was on Reddit, you didn't really need Twitter to spoil you on it. It was everywhere. You couldn't escape it. Everybody knew the story, and then we got the script. Once the script was revealed, it was like, bro, you knew exactly what was going to happen. And it was crazy. Everybody actually read the script and knew the dialogue. I remember streaming that. It was funny. Like, it's funny. Funny moment. There's like, Big Cloud, you about to cringe at this section right here. I was like, wow, what happened? Then it's obviously the scene with Abby and what's his face. So the leaks were already done, like, bad as what's up, Jacob? But the leaks were they already got done dirty as it was, just by that contractor and just the community, that was spreading it around, or whoever it was. It's just icing on the cake. It was already done. It was seriously. So, you said there's other games that they're selling. You need. Listen, okay. What shooter is out there that's on the level of Call of Duty and has been on there for Call of Duty? Call of Duty, by name recognition alone, it resonates with a lot of you because you all grew up with it. Whether you still play it to this day or moved on from it, it should be. Call of Duty should be at this point where it should necessarily cater. I would say it should cater to the future of the games or whatnot, like those who are newer and the younger kids. It should cater to them, but at the same time, it should cater to the veterans as well. There should be a perfect mix between the two. If not, have separate modes, a separate playlist for the veterans of the game so that they can play it in their old school field. They can have X amount of things and play it to their strengths. And then you can have the newer movement for the older school or for the newer school, sorry. And if the movement is, too much for the newer school, they can experience the old. Give them both options. I don't think forcing the old school to accept all these ridiculous improvement, or they call improvements, is the way of going about it. Like, back in the day, like, y'all remember when you got in the water, like, dog, you were vulnerable. Like, dudes couldn't camp in the water and shoot. No, they had to, like, be strategic about it. There was always attention on you. Now you can literally sit in water and shoot and dive and hide. That's not really an improvement that people want or care about. Being able to creep around corners and just stay there the entire map, that's not something to jump out your seat over and have people hype for. No, you need a proper system in play. You need better kill streaks. And that's the other thing, too. What happened to the kill streaks in Call of Duty? Y'all remember Black Ops 2? Black Ops 2, I felt like, was the pinnacle of kill streaks. Like, they understood the assignment. There was so much creativity. All the kill streaks did exactly what they were advertised to do. They killed. Even the ones that were trash ended up still being good. Like that little RC car, the drone. All that stuff translated well into a good game. There's none of that. You don't see none of that in the newer Call of Duties. Hell, Even Call of Duty Ghosts, and I absolutely hate Call of Duty Ghosts for a variety of reasons. Yeah, which is hilarious. If you go to my PSN, you'll see that I have over 3,000 hours in that game. I know I have a problem, but I hated that game for so many reasons. But you know what kept me engaged and kept me playing that game? The kill streaks. The kill streaks were fire in COD Ghosts. I actually liked a lot of the aspects of it, despite it was broken. I'm just saying, like that. That needs to have a lot, man. It needs a whole lot. It needs a whole lot of like. It needs some soul searching. That's what Call of Duty needs. It needs a soul search. It needs to legit find itself, and hopefully we can get that. But it's gonna be some time before we get that for Call of Duty. It really is. So I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. I dropped back in. Little girl, so I got. Nah, man, you gotta do his dad duties. Appreciate you, Rob. What's up, Amblix? He said COD tried to evolve and they ate it up for futuristic. I mean, when you go futuristic, if it makes sense and it's a cool, like if it works, it works, and if it actually feels rewarding, then yeah, people are gonna eat it up. Look at Call of Duty Ghosts. Let's go to Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 gave you the futuristic setting, but it was still boots on the ground. It was still modernized to an extent, right? It was just more of a high-tech approach. You had a cooler way of calling in the kill streaks, you know, that little pad, that little iPad thing on his hand. It was just cool. It felt like it had its own little swag with it, right? A lot of freedom in terms of customization, or not customization, but creative class. Everybody had a knife by default, you know, to help you be a survivor. There was a lot of creativity in that. Now you jump from that and you go to Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare gave you a bunch of exoskeletons. You're over here falcon punching everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're doing ground smashes. That's not what people cared for. That's something that you've seen in Titanfall. Nobody wants to see that in Call of Duty. You want a perfect mix. Granted, and you know what's funny? Even a game that wasn't really necessary boots on the ground, like Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3, I actually end up respecting a little bit more down the road because Black Ops 3 did at least give you a lot of other, you know, some good movement in the long run. You got some good movement in Black Ops 3. A lot of people love it. But again, you got to find that mix, man. You got to find it where people can just gravitate to it, where they click with it. If you can't find that perfect mix that leads to a game that everybody likes, you're not gonna find it. See, like, oh, you like this? See, you got some. I mean, if you like Advanced Warfare, you like Advanced Warfare. See, your mom liked Advanced Warfare. You know what I couldn't get behind Advanced Warfare? Cloaking. They actually put cloaking in the multiplayer. And you know what's funny? They did that for Black Ops 3 as well. They did it for Black Ops 3. It was the dude who was the dude with the knife. Yeah. So, hey. I can't though, man. Some stuff is just too much. If you can't go full modern, go back to your roots. Not all the way back to your roots. Don't go to World at War. Don't go that far back. I feel like their creativity is stifled when they go to World at War. Always. You know what I mean? World at War is a little too bare bones for them. Even though that game is goated, I don't think World at War is the right way to go. Go like COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and just stay in that realm. If you don't want to go a little higher, improve upon what's good and just keep it going. But I don't think futuristic will ever be the way, and people will ever get used to futuristic games for Call of Duty. I just don't. So we'll see. We will absolutely see. Hold on here. Not sure if she is there, but we're gonna do this. Alright, voice. All right. Wait for her to jump in here, and put that there. There we go.
You.
What up? Well, what you on camera? If you want, I don't know if you're getting on camera or not. Not I have it. They can just hear you.
Yep. What up, chat? I'll get on camera. Just give me a sec.
All right. So we got Colt Classic Gage in the chat. You know, she's up, she's in here. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Rage
lot
Cage,
going on.
man. Let's go.
It's a lot of drama. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of complacency. We've been seeing. You know. Um,
Yeah, honestly, it's just boring. I think that's the sad thing about it. I think it's, you know, I think it's fair to expect, have high expectations for like the third year of a console life cycle.
yeah.
And there's been definitely there's been games out there that are good, don't get me wrong, but a lot of games that are even, have good bones to it tend to be like just come out broken.
Here, Redhead's in the
Or it's
chat. He's like,
always
I've been replaced. Redhead, if you want to pull up, let me know. I'll pull you. I'll
dang,
pull you in the chat too.
yes. We need an extra Hispanic in here too. Well,
Oh no.
technically he's mixed. Damn,
He's
yo, it would be
mixed.
like
He's not even
we
full
fighting.
on. You say
Wow.
he's mixed.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
God.
to be fair, he doesn't necessarily look the case.
Oh man.
No disrespect.
Oh
However,
man. Here we go. Let her cook.
much love to the homie, bro.
Let her cook. Oh shit. Hey, hold on. Let me move this here. That's funny.
Okay, good. Can have everything set up.
What's up?
Yo, what up, chat?
Yo yo
No, I had to pull
yo.
up the
So
chat and
it's funny. It's just funny, like how everything it's like become at this point. It really, really is. Like I was not expecting so much. Like I said earlier, complacency. I was not expecting so many people to have so much like, just. I don't even know what the wording is. Guess.
I think everyone's just, at least with PlayStation, everyone's riding the coattails of PS4 generation. Which, I mean, PS4 generation was damn freaking awesome. I get it, but
Oh
this
yeah.
is a new generation. You have to set expectations.
Yeah, it's goaded. It was a goaded gen, but right now I'm just like, I'm just bored. You know, I'm actually bored.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm actually bored. Like you can't be excited for anything. I feels like anymore. And when you are excited for stuff, people got something slick to say if you're excited for it. But when the shoe is on the other foot, type of thing, right? They'll do the exact same thing. It's like nobody just wants to enjoy gaming ever. No one.
Yeah. I think that it definitely is, social media has a aspect to that. It's a lot of different factors that are weighing in on the current state of gaming. I mean, to be honest with you, I think we're just dealing with a situation where there's a lot of different sorts of gamers now.
Yeah.
Oh, and the industry's trying to do a lot of different things. Like I noticed that the industry is very much willing to leave like older millennials and Gen X behind for a lot of these younger cats that are
Yeah.
more impressionable. Like they've made that very clear with a lot of the games that they put out now. It's a lot of different things. I could pick at all sorts of issues.
Yeah.
It's an intricate issue that we're dealing with now.
How you feeling about this Last of Us news? I mean, it ain't even a shocker. And we talk about this all the time. We talk about this like a lot. For those of you that don't know, I talk to this chick right here a lot on Discord. We all chill, we hang out, we actually game. Something that's missing in this community is that people actually gaming, but we actually do game a lot in the Discords. And when I read this, you should see my face, Gas. You like I wasn't in the server. You should see my face. I had like the most dead expression.
Yeah.
Like this is what we're waiting on. This is what you're gonna do. You don't have no updates for the new stuff. You're remaking this. What are your thoughts on the whole thing?
I think that's just what it is. Everyone's just dead inside. Oh my god, we're getting part 2 remastered. Oh man, I'm supposed to be can't wait to not play it. And I get it, man. They're just really going all in on The Last of Us, and it's one of those things where there's a very I don't know if this group in at least PlayStation space, the people that absolutely adore everything The Last of Us, I don't know if it's a minority or majority. I don't know. But they really are pushing that because it's just easy. I mean, And when you do see, part one selling as well as it does, I mean, do you blame them? As gross as I find it, it's like I don't necessarily blame them.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like if everybody's gonna just buy it, then they're gonna keep doing that situation.
Yeah.
Like, I love that tweet you posted, but it's the truth. It's harsh, but it's the truth. Like, dude, if y'all wanna y'all claim it's a bit, y'all mad, but then y'all buy it, you're not really doing anything. You're just making you like a hypocrite. And you just buy it and they don't care. And they'll just keep doing it. And it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. The fact that odds are, what's funny about this though? By the time that TV show drops, because that's like the big thing everybody's bringing up is the TV show. By the time that TV show comes out for season 2 and they do repackage this, watch them flat out charge you $70 for this. Watch, it's gonna be $70, and then on PC, it's gonna be $50.
Yeah, and well, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I look at Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. That was $70. But at the same time, too, they added DLC to it.
Yep.
So I feel as though, like, it's one of those things where it might be $70 for The Last of Us Part 2 because, well, PlayStation, Naughty Dog, they're extremely pretentious, and I think they think very highly of that game, even despite it literally destroying the fan base. So it's a possibility it'll be 70. It'll at least be 60.
Did you see that fan art where a dude put like, so like the new little girl who plays Ellie in the live action TV show?
Yeah.
What if they change the faces to match the TV show? It's something wild to change the TV show.
I mean, look, man, I'm already in the camp that it's not even worth stealing if it comes to PC, okay? So you can do whatever, man. To me, at that point, it just makes it even funnier. You know what? I support it. I fucking support it. Please do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you.
I'm telling you, like, just like, I have no hype. It's like, dog, if this is what we're doing, like, you can't even give me a complete game. So what am I to expect even more new out of this? Speedrun mode? A mode that no one used, but our dudes are hyping up speedrun mode? Are they giving you speedrun mode for Last of Us Part 1?
It's antithetical to The Last of Us.
Who the hell you speedrun?
Yeah, I mean, will they at least let you run at all times in the game instead of forcing you to either slow walk or jog? I think that would be a huge upgrade. Admittedly so, to the Last of Us Part 1 and 2. Like, one of the big reasons, besides the fact that the story is annoying in The Last of Us Part 2, one of the things that made the game insufferable to me is that they kind of just force you to either walk or to jog in these really large areas instead of just letting me run, quickly loot, move it to the next area. The only time you're allowed to run is when you're in combat.
Yep. Yeah, and no, that's a good point. That is true. They did change the face for the voice, or for Peter Parker, remember, and Spider-Man. So I mean, again, it's not out the possibilities, but that's probably going to happen in Part 3 more than anything, because let's face it, what story can they tell with Ellie? Her story's done. Seriously.
I mean, I think the best thing for them would be them like concentrating on an entirely different group for Part 3. I think that I wouldn't say I'd buy it automatically, but I would be at least, enticed a little bit to have some form of like, okay, let's see where we're going with this, because like everything in regards to the group that Part 1 and 2 is centered around now, I don't care anymore. I'm just, emotionally disconnected.
Yeah, no, it's on some real. That's I'm telling you, I can't. I don't know, man. I said in the chat, but like, dog, I'll do it. Listen, dudes, what think something? I think I'm just being too negative. It's funny. They're saying I'm trying to grift the Xbox fans, guys, by being honest about the box that I actually played. It's funny, like the weird comments I get. So it's like, okay, so if I sit here and just say everything is great, and you end up being 5 times more pissed off because guess what? You're not getting anything because I'm not calling on. I mean, what you
what do you have to gain? Like, chat, what does Big Cloud have to gain from being honest? I mean, his base. I mean, you guys really love PlayStation, and shout out to you if you do, but I mean, it's not like he's all of a sudden going to start playing all the Xbox games and endorsing every single one.
Yeah.
So what is there to gain from that?
It's nothing. Like, I personally feel like, God, I hate bringing it up. I hate having that conversation, but it just goes back to Last of Us Part 1. Like, when I saw what I saw at the community, what Last of Us Part 1, where I just started being very critical about what we're getting. If you go back to that video cast and you just go really back to the comments and just seeing how people were reacting, they're like, hey, the game looks good. What are you so mad about? It looks good. I'm like, who said anything about visuals? We're talking about the complete package here. You're missing one vital component here, and you're being charged more without that vital component. Oh, well, Factions is dropping. Remember, they said Factions is dropping soon. Let's do a little bit of recapping on that. If y'all remember when Neo said about Factions 2 at that time, he didn't say Factions was dropping next year. He said you're going to hear more on Factions next year.
Yep.
That's what he said. So like I said, going back to that, it should have already been on the table, and you should have already had Factions ready to go. And so that way you had something to fall back on. Whether it be faster, and then the damage control happened. Well, you can play Factions on the remastered. Guess who the hell wants to go play the remastered version of Last of Us when we got a new... Exactly. Who wants to go back to that?
Remastered is an unkept yard. There's a lot of fuck shit that goes on in that game.
A lot of glitches. Like, who wants to go back to that? Who wants to go back to that? I would rather play an updated version, visuals, everything. Throw the dodge mechanics in there. You couldn't throw it into the main game, throw it into multiplayer. Boom. Something. Nope, we couldn't get that. We couldn't get that. We're not worthy of that. That's just tell you something.
I don't understand, because it's like you have to justify, like, at least putting in time to something that you've played already multiple times. I could at least justify, like, from the price to the amount of time it would sink into playing a multiplayer game with my friends. I could at least justify spending $70 because I know I'm going to play the multiplayer for a while, and it's going to be fun because that's what I like. And it'll be, well, it'll at least be new, so it'll be at least semi kept, for, the immediate time of its release. But I couldn't justify paying that money for something I'm just going to run through the story again.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
No, like, because you already know Native's gonna get roasted in the chat, not in this chat, but on Discord later today, because Native, what do you say? Oh, I'm all in with that multiplayer. That multiplayer's gonna be fire. Hey, Native, better run.
What, Factions 2?
No, for Modern Warfare 3. He won't be for a.
Speaking about another franchise that I'm dead inside about.
You see the zombies?
Like, I didn't even...
Did you see the zombies?
Everyone... No. I like, everything that I've heard about Modern Warfare 3 is simply what everyone's commentary is about it. I haven't watched it for myself. I don't care anymore.
You should have seen the damn, like, I showed it in the stream, but you should have seen the damn zombie. It's basically just a DMZ, the DMZ mode. It's basically that with zombies. They got like this, so it's got the the war zone type of feel, but you're like they like branched it off. So like one side has boss monsters that you can actually kill, like big boss monsters that can shoot powers and shit like that, and then you got the other one that's like for lower level guys to grind to get to the other ones to get the higher stuff. That's basically what it is. That's literally what zombies is. Now, instead of just being traditional zombies.
Well, I mean, Call of Duty has peaked, so essentially their game plan is, well, we'll mess up, long-time features that fans expect, touting it as this change is good, only to then with the next game release change it back.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. And they were showing the menu selection and all that stuff, right? Like the menu and the creator class. It's literally the exact same as the one we got now. The exact same one. So it really was DLC. It really just confirmed that it was DLC this whole time. That's what it feels like, the DLC.
But hey, man, like, people are willing to buy it. So, I mean, it's going to be one of the most sold games of this year. Like,
I hope to God that it's not. That's the thing. I hope to God that it's not. But I'm going to be sadly disappointed. It's going to be one of the bigger releases. That's like me wishing hypothetically, GTA, you know what I mean, doesn't do well. GTA is going to do well regardless of how people feel about a character. It's going to do well.
I mean, look at Call of Duty Vanguard. People regard that as the worst of the worst. You know, up there with Call of Duty Ghosts, and I'm sure that sold immensely well, considering I'm sure not as good as other Call of Duties, but it's still like one of the top earners of the year it was released.
Yeah, like Call of Duty Ghosts, what sold Ghosts was the fact, 'cause remember, it came out during the release of PS4. This is the first time we had a new consoles of releasing it in between it. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's gonna move faster, it's gonna play faster. And it didn't play or move faster. It was the exact same thing, but 5 times worse. So I was like, yeah, nah, I can't get behind it. What's up, Sean? This isn't RGT, by the way. This is just us speaking. So I want y'all to throw that. That's why I read it. Didn't get the invite. I went live. So I want you to throw that out there. It's just an RGT. But I wanted to go live for the sake of it. Because, you know,
I'm actually Red Hood.
This is Red Hood in the multiverse.
Yeah, guys, just so you know, I just decided to embrace that I'm a woman. I have transitioned.
So Red Hood. Red Hood. So at what age did you like Trunks?
Ever since I first seen him on my TV screen, his first appearance on Toonami. So
yeah, Trunks, or not Trunks, but I mean, you know, like Red Hood. You know, why don't you show everybody your impression of Kid Trunks? I mean, everybody loves the Kid Trunks impersonation.
Oh, so we've already run out of topics? We have to resort to cheap tricks now? This is what we're doing?
It's not really a cheap tricks, okay? We're just asking for Kid Trunks to make it a cameo because we're talking about everything. You know, Red Hood has ascended.
Look, guys, I know that you guys have to be picky and choosy about everything, but guess what? My mom is super rich, and my dad's a prince, so I can buy any fucking thing I want, and I don't have to worry about these arbitrary discussions.
Oh shit, that's funny. That's funny. we got some news in regards to Redfall. Redfall is pretty much a new game now. Got some new game modes, new AI, new boss.
You mean this is actually the real launch? This game, you know, was low key in in beta.
It took this long, bro. Why did it just delay this shit?
Yo, the only motherfucker that's gonna play Redfall is Doc Dark because he said
shout out to him for
holding to that.
Yeah.
He said he was not touching the game until it ran at 60. So I appreciate the homie, you know, holding to what he said, but he's the only motherfucker that's gonna be playing.
My man said it's a common fact. If you spray Febreze on garbage, it smells bad. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? You ain't playing that damn game. Stop it. That's so hard. Shout out to Doc Dark, man. He crazy as hell. Damn, enjoying that game.
He will play it. He will play it. That I will say he does hold to what he says. So shout out to the home. He's a very entertaining dude to watch.
I can't. Yes, Kid Trunks has made it on the show. Red Hood's in the multiverse. This is the multiverse version of Red Hood 420. It's crazy. Who saw that coming? This is the MCU version of Red Hood 420.
Hey, yo. Something I do not even endorse at all.
This is the MC version. You know what's funny, though? They got a lot in common. They game on a lot of shit. They played a lot of the same shit. So it's like, it's not hard to believe.
Damn.
It's just one's obsessed with Trunks. The other one's obsessed with Sephiroth. So.
You know what? That's not even a lie, though.
Pick your poison.
Damn.
Pick your poison.
That's disrespectful, but homeboy definitely.
It ain't disrespectful. That's what he does. You ain't see the way he was crushing that damn man. Listen, I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, he's going. Did he pre-order the statue for Rebirth?
Yes, he already got it.
Oh yeah, yo, that statue of Sephiroth is going to be desecrated in ways that we will never even understand.
Like, you remember that episode of Dexter's Laboratory when Mandark is introduced and he's like looking in his locker? He's like, "I'm sorry, my mentor." He's like, I failed you." That's literally Red Hood, but it's Sephiroth on the damn locker. It's like, that's Red Hood 420. Okay, there you go. And no, I'm not roasting. That's just how he is. That's Red Hood 420. Well,
that statue does look sick, though.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying it's better than the Venom one. Personally, I mean, you can toss them up. Personally, it's up to you. You can toss ups. They both look great.
I would like to see them, both, like actually,
Side by
them
side.
doing like not like a side by side, but like video of them both, where you can get a good detailed look at,
Oh, like
little things.
unboxing for them?
Like unboxing, just like having a,
I'm pretty sure you will get that.
We must study the little details.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll get it. You'll get it during launch week of it. So we're 14 days away. So I would reckon probably 2 days before release, because I'm pretty sure they can drop it by that point. 2 days before release, or a day of release, or a day before release.
I mean, they have that dude. He always wears like the white gloves, and he unboxes all like the collector's editions and shows it in detail. I forget what his name is, but definitely can watch one of those. He'll have it. I mean, what do you do with all the statues and collector's editions, man? I can only imagine.
That's the thing. Like, it's like a studio. He probably has like a studio for it, kind of like how Lou from Unboxed. Remember, like he went from being in this like apartment doing it to like a house to like a now warehouse that's just full of texture.
Yeah.
So maybe it's
have
something
to have
like
a warehouse.
that. Yeah, it's probably like a whole like crazy game setup where everything is like just plastered everywhere, kind of like that crazy collector who had all the classic games. Who endorsed, who praised everything. Maybe something like that. But personally, I can see that. Unless he sells it, which would be counterproductive.
Probably. I mean, after he makes the content, gets the money, I mean, you figure he makes even more money by selling it.
So are you saying he's a fraud? He's a fraud.
He gets free stuff. It doesn't mean that he has to necessarily keep it, right?
That's true. That's true.
I would do it.
Motherfuckers.
All these companies sending me free collector's editions so that I can unbox it and show it off, and then like wait a little bit after release and see the price like shoot up and just sell it on eBay.
Yeah, it's yeah, he's a fraud. No, that's. Are you playing? I saw you playing it. RoboCop. How you feeling?
I was getting. I didn't play it yet. I was actually getting it set up because it's gonna be like a channel membership thing where I play through it and give my impressions.
Okay.
So yeah, I was just getting the settings, man. Because we PC gamers, we want to be extra in our settings. I didn't want to choose auto detect.
She said the PC word.
Yeah.
That's definitely red.
The configurations, man, they scare a lot of people away. I get it. It took me a while.
That makes you wonder how long are we far? Well, how far are we from the Forbidden West release for PC? At this point,
they announced it.
Did they?
I'm still waiting for Ghost. Excuse me. I'm still waiting on Ghost of Tsushima. That's the one that I care about.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's what I've been wanting. I care more about is Ghost of Tsushima. I don't really care as much for the Horizon release. Hell, give me Demon Souls. I will play through that entire game all over again on PC and stream it on this channel. I would dead ass do it. Like I really want to play that again.
Yeah, like imagine like Demon Souls with the putting in ray tracing in it. That would be sick.
Oh yeah, proper ray tracing, the whole shebang. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, even without, I believe Demon Souls didn't even have ray tracing, but the lighting was still good. The lighting looked great. Despite there's games that don't need ray tracing.
Yeah.
There's definitely developers that have great lighting that isn't even necessarily ray tracing. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Demon Souls had, didn't have ray tracing, but still had amazing lighting despite that.
Wait, it released today. Says Horizon Forbidden West got a complete edition. Now released today. A complete edition.
It's not. It has a complete edition, at least on PC, and it's coming 2024.
Oh, okay. But he said released today.
Maybe he's saying that it got announced.
Maybe the trailer.
Yeah.
Or the trailer got released. Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. Who's gonna replay Forbidden West on PC? You guys doing it? You gonna do it, guys? You gonna play Aloy? You'll give Aloy a chance?
I can't even get past Zero Dawn.
Damn.
And I modded everything into Zero Dawn, like off the bat, because I had a hard time playing it on the console, and I'm like, so I bought it on PC. I bought it on the cheap. So I'm like, maybe if I mod like all the big stuff in it,
Hold on.
Like
He said big
everything
skip.
unlocked.
Hold on, let me add Red Hood here. Hold on. He says a big skip. He gonna have to explain himself. What you mean big skip? Big
What
skip.
for Forbidden West? Does he really need to explain himself on it?
Nah, Zero Dawn. No.
Okay.
I'm playing.
Does he really need to explain himself with that too?
I'm fucking with him. I mean, always does this. He always says big skip, but you know he bought. I mean, okay. To be fair about Red Hood, he did. He did get God of War and all the other ones. I have yet to play Returnal on PC, but Returnal is fire.
I low-key, like, I want to buy Returnal, but the longer I wait for, like, a deep sale, the more I just don't care. Or the more I realize I don't care.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's... Hold on, I'm about to check. I wonder if there's a mod to make the main character Sigourney Weaver.
Gas, I need you to sit down and go take several seats. It's always obsessed with that woman. I want her to look like Sigourney Weaver.
But to be fair, like... How do you not think, oh, well, maybe, you know, since we're going to make the game $70 anyway, why don't we get Sigourney Weaver to voice act and be like, the model, a younger version of her, be in the game? Like, isn't it like an homage to Alien, you know, to some extent?
To be fair, they already did Sigourney Weaver justice, and that was a few years back, is a game called Alien Isolation. Remember, she did the DLC with the OG cast. Yeah, she did.
And that's awesome. And I'm not saying that it has to be an Alien knockoff by any means, but I mean, I think that a game like that, what would have sold me on it instantaneously if she was in it, because I mean, obviously that's the draw. Like to me, that game looks like a fun game, but they were asking $70 for a game that, and I wasn't really seeing it personally. I think that if they would have been like, well, we're gonna bring in this, you know, well-known iconic actress to voice act and, you know, put her likeness in the game, like I could at least justify the price point, because it's like, damn, they got Sigourney Weaver, like that's awesome, like that's a draw, especially for an iconic actress that really, you know, she's not going to be doing the action roles anymore. Like these are iconic people that could live on through gaming. Yeah. That I wish we would see more. Like I would love for Pam Grier to be in a video game, like voice acting, likeness, like these are iconic like people that should be in video games, because to me that's a huge draw.
Foxy Brown, the video game, kind of like a Warriors themed type of thing they go for. We fire.
I was saying they should do like Max Payne.
That too. Yeah. Have her own little stick on it. That'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
Of course, they would have to tone it down though in terms of certain dialogue, because the movie, what she says, Pam Grier had no filter. I'll just say that she still does it to this day. But I'm saying they would have to tone it down just for that, because the newer audiences. But that would be cool to see for Pam Grier playing.
Hell yeah.
That character.
The 70s were a different time where they challenged the status quo. Now everything just abides by it. So different time, man.
Personally, you know, I'm gearing up for some stuff, so I'm gonna be going through a lot of things on this channel and keeping it for it. But again, appreciate y'all in the chat. Listen, this isn't RGT, so this is not anything of that nature. It's not like no stuff for RGT. No, it's like a quick little news recap. I was gonna do this solo, but I was like, I don't want to do this. You know, I ain't talked to Cash on the show in a mess. Like, let me get Cash on, aka Red Hood. And you know it's Red Hood because you know she got the certified G.
Hey, hell yeah!
But at the end of the day,
bonafide stud.
You know what it is. At the end of the day, a lot of PlayStation dudes as of late are what, Cassie? SAWFT.
FTU. Damn. Like, and you know what? It's not even to dunk on them. You know, like, it's just like we want gaming to be amazing. And we want gaming to try new things. We want gaming to challenge, you know, these companies to challenge what is the norm and where you know, different directions and doing something new. And I think that a lot of us do want that, but a lot of us also want to just also be in the circle of we're excited for everything. So
Yeah, they don't know how to like word it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm excited, but you know, I'm not really. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to be that guy. It's like, bro, that's normal. That's normal in this community. That should be normal. You should be able to just say that and move on and go to the next thing. The fact that that's not really being talked about is kind of sad right now. And I get it. I get it. People might say, oh, this has kind of been like, you know, just been negative from me or what I've been saying, but as of late, bro, it's frustrating to get excited for stuff that I'm not seeing. You know? Like I hear talks of unannounced projects. I'm not seeing unannounced projects. I'm seeing more of the stuff that I've already played. You know, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy. So.
No, but it's interesting to see, you know, whether people want to admit to it or not. Xbox is competing, so I hope that PlayStation is.
You shouldn't have said that.
Well, I mean, look, man, it is a good thing. Yeah, I hope that at least, you know, unless, you know, PlayStation finds a roundabout way to combat the reality that is, you know. So let's hope that PlayStation rises to meet the occasion and does, you know, because I think that they do have really quality studios and that they can do some amazing things. And they are capable of a lot. That's why we do hold them to a high standard. Like, to me, Xbox was the bottom of the barrel last generation, and they earned that by being dog shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, do I like the way that they're trying to you know, rise to meet the occasion? Not necessarily, but it is what we are stuck with. Mm-hmm. And all we could do is just challenge these companies to challenge each other. And so, while I don't think that this is what it's supposed to be, I feel as though when you sell a product like PlayStation or Xbox, when you sell a dedicated console to the user, you should be going out of your way to please the gamer. Like, that's what it should be at the end of the day. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So we have to now rely on companies to hopefully, you know, bicker with each other, challenge each other, whatever have you. If that's what it needs to be, then so be it, even though they should be just giving, you know, following, you know, actually adhering to their promises and all that. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I agree. What's up, Lady Foxfire? Shout out to Lady Foxfire in the chat. I see you.
Hell yeah. Love Lady Foxfire. What's good, Rome?
Yep. What's up, Rome in the chat?
Hell yeah.
It's a lot, bro. Just, I don't know, man. Hopefully 2024 changes both me and Cassie in terms of, I guess, excitement. You know? Like,
yeah, and it's crazy because it's like when you do look at this year, like there's been some damn good releases.
It has been.
But like when you actually do dissect what has been presented, a lot of it's remakes. A lot of these games that had good things to them are came out broken.
Concepts, yeah.
They came out broken as hell. Like, that's been a consistent thing, man. It's just, I don't know how we continue to. I mean, what blows my mind that people aren't talking about right now is that Disney dropped a kart racing game that caters to children, and it's literally a pay-to-win game. If that isn't grimy, I don't know what is. It's a game for children, and it's literally pay to win. This is the industry that we're dealing with now.
These are facts. These are facts. But hopefully we do get things better. I do look like I'm looking forward to for sure next year, but I'm also just mindful. You know what I mean? Everybody in the chat, I'm just mindful. And so when we do everything here, it's a lot of stuff, mind you, you're going to see again, like I said on the channel. I'm not just talking about content, but it's a lot of stuff idea-wise we're going to be throwing here. I'm definitely breaking out in 2024, and I know I've been away for so long, so I haven't put hardly any effort in here. Cassie gives me shit for this all the time. Blade gives me shit for this all the time.
I fight for you guys. I do fight for you guys.
That's all the time. I get it all the time. I will be doing
Everyone
this.
hates me, but I do fight.
Oh, God. But no, it's just how it be. But I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna keep y'all posted on that stuff. But the problem with people is that whenever there is something new, they tear it apart to the point has no chance of thriving. So that's the thing. I agree, but it's a 50-50 chance, right? If it's something new and it just doesn't look appealing, then sure, it's going to be ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? People see with their eyes before they actually can experience it. You know what I'm saying? That's how people are on the internet when they see these videos. It's not like we're actually playing them. You know what I mean? It's not like you're going to an ice cream shop and you're actually tasting the flavor type of thing. No.
Yeah.
They see with their eyes. So if the game doesn't look that incredible, like for example, let's throw Returnal on here. Y'all remember when Returnal first was shown? We didn't know jack shit about it. And we kept seeing the snippets of it, but we didn't know. We didn't know what the story was about, and then we started getting more of the story. It took a state of play where they did like a deep dive for us to understand it. And then people are like, okay, you know what? I try it out. And a lot of people end up trying it out. And then you saw the people who claimed to be OG gamers, you know, Cass, the ones who grew up in our era that are better. They said the game was too hard to play. So, believe it or not, games like Returnal are definitely needed because that just exposes who's actually been gaming for X amount of time. Because let me tell you, if you think Returnal is the hardest game on the planet, you wouldn't have survived on the Sega. You wouldn't have survived. No, damn sure wouldn't have survived on the Sega. Hell, who remembers Toy Story on the Sega? That shit was fucking impossible as a kid.
Yeah.
That's more damn impossible than damn Returnal. I remember I beat Returnal live. Yeah.
There was a time during the PS1 generation where I didn't understand, mind you, I was like 6 or 7 years old. I didn't understand that you could save games on a PlayStation if you just bought a memory card. So like my goal as a dumbass 6 or 7-year-old was to try and get through the whole game in a day.
Wow.
And then if I didn't, tomorrow we start over again. I thought it was like an arcade because that was my first home console at the time.
Wow.
Silly shit.
What up, Black
right?
Cobra?
Obviously didn't have internet back then. And
that's directed towards you. You want to read that, guess? From Sean?
I mean, that games these days don't get a second chance like Uncharted series got. But when did Uncharted like strike out?
Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 was the one that broke it out, and that became the premier game on PS3. Part 1,
but I mean,
it
Uncharted
was lukewarm. It was lukewarm.
Was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It like because it won Best of Show and all that stuff at E3 when it was first shown, like when we first got that game. But it wasn't the breakout game. It was a nice game, and it was kind of. It had a decent reception because I remember it sold like 2 million overall at that time. Obviously, it sold 5 times more than that now with the legacy, but. It was like around 2 to 1 million at the time when that game came out. And then here comes Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 2 showing all this crazy shit. And then this is where it baffles me where Naughty Dog is now. You know what I'm saying, Cassie? Because they were flexing back then. You know, that scene where you're in the fallen building or hotel or whatever, and the damn helicopter shooting at you and the whole place is falling apart. Like, that was them flexing. I want more of that, but we're not getting
but what has changed besides giving more opportunity for developers to have redemption? I mean, back in the day, you had to put a working, functioning, finished game on disc to print. And if that wasn't the case, your game flopped.
Yep.
Why should we give more leeway is the question. Especially when I could look at a game and you can't even, as you know, the publisher, the developer can't even sell me on a hope or a dream. I could look at a Saints Row trailer, Saints Row 2022, and immediately say, "Oh, this is dog shit." And no, I'm right.
Did you play it?
Without even having to play it. It's so easy. It's like, bro, these games are so disgusting looking, some of them.
See, what you're saying is the gospel. What you're speaking is the gospel, because that's how they've done these trailers. These trailers have gotten to that point where you can see and learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? But now people's like, the deflection is like, oh, but did you play it? That's the deflection. You kind of don't need to play it. You can actually see with your own eyes that the game is not for you. You can see frame rate. I see the thing about me and Cass and a lot of people out here who've expanded, we can see frame rate drops. We know what to look out for frame rate drops. And it's not something that you have to look for. You can just see it in gameplay. Stutters, dips. You can feel that in gameplay. This is not something you need Digital Foundry to tell you to the trained eye. You don't need to do this. You can even feel this in gameplay. So the funny thing is, like, when dudes say, "Oh, did you play it?" and like, "Oh, how can you say that you didn't play it?" It's laughable because, like, bro, are you out your mind? I can actually see it. You can't see it. Well, I tell you what, when you expand and actually expand, you would actually you'll be able to accomplish that and see that. But the thing is, people don't want to do that. They don't want to learn that ability. They don't.
Yeah, and even another thing too, there's a lot of games now that they'll, get long-standing franchises to be like, well, to hell with the base that made the franchise what it is. We're making this game to cater to a younger audience.
Yep.
And instead of being like, well, we'll make a new IP for that, they use the old IP and then expect long-standing fans, the fans that have played all the previous entries, to just simply not say anything, to not criticize it. I mean, there's a very stark difference between.
Is that your dog or mine?
It's a very stark difference between Gen X and the older millennials versus the younger millennials and really Gen. There's a very stark difference in what we like, and when you choose to beat a dead horse by dragging a long IP name, but want to forsaken that audience, I mean, what do you expect? There's going to be backlash. Like, there's just stupid choices that are being made, and a lot of companies in this industry want to have their cake and eat it too, and that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
If you want to cater to a new audience, then make new IPs. I mean, they think that a lot of the younger audience accounts for more of the gaming base than a lot of the older audience. And I mean, I think a lot of games that go out there to die that cater to this young audience makes me say, I think you guys are wrong. But hey, I don't spend the millions and billions of dollars to do research into this. They seem to think they know every fucking thing. But I think that they're wrong. I think that there's what determines if a game does succeed really is by making a good game that isn't cringe as fuck, that a lot of the older audience can get into. And I think that at least has something there, like, that people can get into. I think that, like, Fortnite is an outlier, and all these games try to be Fortnite, and a lot of, given Fortnite caters to a lot of children, but it is at least playable for a lot of the older audience. I can play as Sigourney Weaver in Fortnite. I could play as Linda Hamilton in Fortnite. Like, they find that way to kind of get different generations into that game, even if it caters to the younger generation.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, look, Cash's husband's in the chat. Butch. But then she upgraded. Yeah, she upgraded to Anubis.
How many? Can y'all inform me? Because I'm not sure, but how many husbands do I have? Because I have no knowledge of any of this, but everyone keeps telling me that someone's my husband.
Anubis say he claims. I don't know. And you didn't really debunk, so I don't know.
I'm convinced Anubis, Anubis, it has dementia. I'm convinced.
Oh, man.
He's demented or has split personality disorder.
Let's clip this. This is going to be good for Anubis, so he gets a reality check. Clip this. He lets you go face pop. Clip this, Butch.
Oh, my God.
Let's clip it. We're going to have some fun with Anubis. Shout out to Anubis. But we go.
I almost want to go to the soundboard. Oh, God.
Anubis can't. Oh, man. Anubis can't catch a break, man. Like, that's my wife. I claimed her. She's like, motherfucker, you dead. Y'all stupid.
Word.
Oh, God.
Terrible.
Anyway, we're going to end this real quick. Appreciate y'all coming through. Again, it's not RGT, it's us live talking. Almost venting in a sense, but also just giving my thoughts. Cassie, drop a link to your channel. She's getting close to 3K. So go ahead and go over there and subscribe to Cassie. She does the 2 reels for... No, anytime. She does the 2 reels for Phil's podcast, hence why she's my top earner. So she does really, really good over there.
Yes, the whole moniker is we don't give a fuck about your feelings. So
That's why. And that's why they don't complain, Cass. That's why they don't complain. Top earner.
Yeah. You know what you getting if you pull up to the Too Real for Feels podcast.
You're getting called a scumbag, a trash can, asshole. Nah, plus she whatever she wants, she will call you it. And then also you got Trunks thanking you when you also show up. So there's that. An option for the Two Reels for Phil's podcast. She also drops, she actually drops news videos. I'll give you news videos every now and then when I feel like it. That feels
yeah, like I purposely make sure to stay consistent in hopes to aspire BitCloud to do so. So,
now this is what she does. So I'll be minding my business on Discord. And literally she'll like stare at the camera like she's doing right there, but she'll legit look dead ass to the camera, look into my soul. She's like, "Oh, BitCloud." I'm like, "What's up?" I'm thinking she's gonna ask me to play golf or something like that. Yeah, like she sharpens the chin. I'm thinking she's gonna talk about golf or something. This motherfucker. I'm like, "Why the fuck you ain't upload?" I'm like, "What's there to talk about?" And she'll like literally go through like a laundry list of shit I don't care about. The show's like, "Yeah, that's gaming news." You don't know my audience. My audience don't care about that.
I don't know.
My audience don't be caring about that.
What's up, audience? What you want? Let us know. Drop.
Here we go. Here she goes. She
Let
got
us know.
the
What
manipulation.
you want, audience?
Oh God. There goes the manipulation. Hey, audience, what do you want in the chat? What do y'all want?
Sometimes you just gotta get that feedback. What do y'all want? Because like, can't sit here and pretend that PlayStation is they ain't doing so well. They've had better years. I mean,
man,
it's fair. I think it's fair to say, man.
Hey man, I don't know. I might have to pull Lamar Wilson on my channel, y'all. I might be extra giddy in my videos going for it. I don't know. I might pull Lamar Wilson. Y'all forcing my hands, man. I might get on that Foam Stars. I can't. I'm selling my soul. I'm really selling my soul. I'm doing that. I can't. But yeah, anyway. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. What games have you guys beaten? Cass, what you beaten this year? What have you been playing this year?
This year, it's been so long.
That's a lot of shit for
I'm
reviews.
playing dog shit.
Same.
Like honestly, like I've been playing so much multiplayer. It's sad that at this point, like, arguably, I think I'm beating more battle passes than I'm games.
So you can't handle the Foam Stars. Oh God, but you don't even play
Yo,
that.
I tried Foam Stars for an hour and deleted that shit. Holy fuck, dude! Like, this is why I complain, bro. Like, you're gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here and play fucking the same fucking games for the 100th time because I don't like these games that come out now, and I'm supposed to pretend. I can't pretend.
Yeah,
fucking terrible. Even like Solid Rev be like saying like, what is there for me to play?
I can only imagine. Shout out to Rev. Shout out to Rev. But you know how Rev was when he saw Ratchet and Clank. As cool as Ratchet and Clank looks, right? Because it looks like a Pixar movie. This man like, who the fuck wants to play as a squirrel or raccoon? That's Rev. That's Rev when he sees stuff like Ratchet. But I can only imagine what this man would say to Foam Stars. He probably said, "Wow, like dog, if I want to play Foam Stars, I just get in the tub."
Oh my god, dude! Oh my fucking god, dude! That's crazy.
Oh gosh!
Damn, push that stay in the kitchen.
Stay in the kitchen. Oh my god,
yeah,
that's OD.
Crazy, dog.
That's OD. Oh, he's a bubble bath. Exactly. Like, bro, they better not. Yo, listen. If this game goes to PC, y'all know someone's gonna be petty. They're gonna make a map. It's gonna look like a bubble. It's like gonna be like a tub, a big ass tub in Foam Stars. And I swear to God, that's gonna be Weirdest shit if it goes to PC. Y'all know it's gonna happen. Happen. That'd be funny as hell. Actually, low cap. Is it on? Okay, so it's on PC. So you know that mod's gonna happen down the road. If it is on PC, that mod's gonna happen.
What?
They're gonna turn the whole fucking map into a tub for folks.
Oh.
Like somebody's gonna.
I mean, it is gonna be there's gonna be a tub map. Why not?
What you mean? Why not? Hell no.
I mean, you sit here and take that game seriously? I tried to play it. I couldn't see. On a 65-inch screen TV, I couldn't fucking see what was going on.
You playing this on OLED?
Not on an OLED, but I have like a damn decent like basically I have a TV that is not an OLED but has all other modern features.
Is it Vizio?
No, it's Hisense.
Oh, okay. Hisense. How I say? This Vizio. RIP.
Nah, it's the Hisense UHG. Really great TV for the price.
Yeah, it's how it'd be. Shit. I'm upgrading my joint.
Can't see the fucking game. It's like, it's crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and
it's got that over the shoulder thing. It's like zooms, not over his, but it's like when they build the foam too high and shit like that, it takes up most of the screen.
Yeah, it's just the coloring. I don't know what it is. It's just people are gassing that up. That's crazy.
Like Foxfire said, I wouldn't play that even if it was on Game Pass. Hey, man.
Yeah, like I've tried the beta and it's like, wow, this game just
to an extent, I agreed to at least try something. So it's not like me just going to be shitting on foam stars. I'm not going to be that guy. So I want to get that on record because there was one game that me and Cass thought was going to be absolute dog shit, and here we're putting shit ton of hours in. We were playing the fuck out of it. That was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. We were like, holy fuck, this is really fucking fun.
Hold up.
Hold up.
You speak for yourself, sir. I didn't think it was gonna be trash.
You thought it was ass.
I did not say. I did not.
You thought it was gonna be ass after Saturday 13th.
Look, let me put it to you this way: if I thought it was gonna be trash, I would have played it on Game Pass. I didn't even bother playing it on Game Pass. I bought it off Steam.
Nah, I'm sure you did buy it
immediately.
You did buy it on Steam because you're a sucker.
No, it's actually a good game. Honestly, there's been like a lot of like little multiplayer games that get no attention that I'm super into, like Chivalry 2. That is a game I don't understand why it doesn't get as much attention as it does. I've sunk hours on I have it on PS5 and Steam. Sunk an immense amount of hours. I even played it off of Game Pass. Texas Chainsaw is another one that I've sank a bunch of hours into. Definitely enjoying that. And we play golf with friends. I just want to have fun with people playing video games.
I'd rather chill, you know what I mean? Like even Party Animals. Party Animals is fucking goofy. And this is some shit that Rev will probably laugh at both of us and call us kids for playing this shit. But again, it's fun. It's simple. It's a game that we could all just chill with our bros, hang out and play. I think that's where we're missing the joy of play. That's actually going away when it comes to these games. I feel like I don't feel as intrigued to put crazy hours into shit. The Friday the 13th joint that we're playing, we were just playing that like literally role playing the entire time. Like, oh, we're gonna eat good today. Oh, he's downstairs in the base. he's and goofy ass fucking games. It's funny though.
It's crazy that all the games coming out now, you catch me playing Gun on Steam. In OG Xbox / early 360 cross-gen game. I was playing that on Steam.
I'd rather play Resistance. On some real shit, on a lot of the multiplayer like games and just shooters as of late. Granted, I gotta review a shit ton of games that I got right here, but I would rather play Resistance. And I think I'm gonna be doing that low key in 2024 when we get everything situated. Right now, I'm about to start my new job, so I'm excited for it and build and get everything together. What's up? What's up, Hustle? Yo, Hustle. Why in God's name did you change your name? We gotta talk about that. Nah, I'm playing. Shout out to Hustle and Motivate. God. He's because
that man live.
Nah, I love Hustle.
Hindsight with Hustle.
Shout out to Hustle. But you guys go subscribe to him. Yo, Hustle, put a link to your channel if you still dropping content. Put that in the chat, bro. Go put that in the chat. Black Cobra with the $2 super chat. Shout out to Black Cobra. This man be tagging everybody on Twitter. Shout out to this man. He says, well, about to play Redfall. I don't have, or Lord have mercy on me. He about to play Redfall. Shh. I played that when it was bare bones. I still haven't recovered.
Embrace the dead. He's asking maybe you're getting old. And that's not the case. It's more so games are choosing not to cater to me. That is what it is.
Yep. So he definitely needs to make some retro content. That's for damn sure. So he definitely needs to go for it. Hustle. Go for it. In fact, we about to pull up. You in Red Hood server, Hustle? Let me know. Are you in Red Hood server? Cause got an idea. Want to run it by him. All right, cool. We about to end the stream, so pull up in Red Hood server. I gotta talk to you like off air, bro. Stellar Blade ain't gonna come out to 2024. That's 2024, bro. Yeah, look at Cass like, wow, I forgot all about that. Yeah. That's 2024.
I hope so, because we haven't get anything from it. Like,
yeah, it's 2024. That's not coming out. Because like Wukong Black Myth, you remember that game with that Souls game with like the monkey, whatever? That's 2024. That's not coming out in this year. And I thought we were gonna get the release date this year. That's 2024. So yeah. Yeah, Stellar Yams. That's the word. Pass. Anyway, let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and move out of this, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, hanging out with us a little bit. It's going to be interesting, like I said prior, what's going to happen, but it is what it is. I will holler at you guys later. Again, make sure you guys check out Cult Classic Cage, a.k.a. Red Hood 420, in the multiverse of the MCU universe. This is the Kevin Feige version of Red Hood 420. So make sure you guys go ahead and support Red Hood 420 over there. Also, you can catch our universe's version of Red Hood 420 on Tuesdays here on the channel when he goes live every Tuesday or every other Tuesday for Overleveled. And, of course, you can also, obviously, look out for the content when we drop it here. And that's it, man. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. By the way, Cassie is trash. She's a fraud. All right, now I'm in the podcast.
best kind, baby. Let's go.